Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to City Showdown. It's round 2, stage 2 of the Zwift Racing League. Today, this is your recon for Rising Empire, you A and B riders. If you are a C or D and watching this recon, you're on the wrong video, and your recon is on the channel already, and it's going over the good old route of everything bagel. Now for our A's and B's, we are going to be riding 2 laps of Rising Empire. I said 2, not 1, but 2 laps of this race. It's going to be 42 kilometers long with a total of 753 meters of climbing. Ooh, it's going to be a rough one for sure. There's going to be a random chance for power-ups. It's either going to be the featherweight power-up, you're going to get the anvil, or the good old arrow boost. Now with a total of 6 different segments that you can get points on, we're going to talk about that a little bit later. And first, let's get into bike choice. Now it's going to be quite simple for bike choice. It's going to be the good old SL8 tarmac. This thing is basically the fastest frame in the game right now, especially for these Zwift Racing League races. Now you're going to want to pair those up with those DT arc wheels. Those are going to be perfect for this race. Now, we've talked points, we've talked bikes, we've talked elevation, and we've talked segments. It's time to get into Rising Empire Recon for this points race. Now the first 8 to 9 kilometers are quite simple. It's going to be very slow in my opinion. I think that a lot of riders are going to know that there is a lot of climbing coming and a lot of painful points. So you're going to want to stock up on your leg fuel, keep your breath as clean as it can be, and your heart rate as low as possible. Now this climb is going to officially start at the 9 kilometer point, and remember that this is going to be the one going straight. So that first KOM line is going to be the start of this KOM, and also a tough KOM to start. Now the first part of this KOM does peak up to 13%, so you're going to want to make sure you're keeping the power on the pedals and going as quick as possible. As you get farther into this climb, it's going to level out for a little bit, but then go right back at it, hitting a hard 17% KOM. Oof, that's going to be tough on the legs, especially to start this race off. Now, even as you get to the top of the KOM, make sure you are able to keep the power down because it's going to flatten out for a little bit, and then the finishing KOM banner is right there. You're not going to want to let up because there are going to be riders that are pushing extremely hard, and you do not want to lose some FAL points or FTS points right at the end of this climb after you've put in such a hard effort. Now with this KOM climb out of the way, you have a little bit more than 2 kilometers to get some rest and get ready for that next sprint point. This again is going to carry those FAL and FTS points, but the FTS points are going to be split between the 2 laps. So you have 2 chances to go for the top spot there. For FAL points, we all know the drill by now. If you've raced in round 1, it's an all-out fist fight for those high points. And you remember, those FAL points are going to absolutely destroy other teams if you can consistently get those top points for your team. Now remember that every single sprint point, every single KOM point has FAL points, it has FTS points, and the FAL points are to die for. If you can consistently get top of the field, you are going to drastically help your team gain a ton of points for the leaderboard. Now, depending on how the first race went, you might have an understanding of what teams you're playing against, what teams you're racing against versus the teams that you're not racing against. Keep an eye on those riders, see where they are in the pack, and see what their plan is for this points race. It has to be a strategic victory or an absolute domination. And as we get done with that sprint point, we're on to our second climb of the day, and that's going to be only a few kilometers down the road yet again. And this time we are getting right back into it, but for the New York City reverse KOM. Remember, this is not the first KOM banner, as that is the first climb that we already rode. This one's going to go up to that next level and take a right. There are 3 levels to this climb. One is at 8%, the second is at 10%, and then the third peaks up to what, 13, 15%? Again, another tough climb, but it is much shorter than the front side of it. Now, you must look out for any random breakaways going towards that sprint point after the first KOM. I believe this is going to be the kind of the hot spot for breakaways, as you can get some good speed going down that KOM and really push the power towards that next sprint point for those FAL points. And for the ending, it's going to be a little bit of a climb towards the finish. It's a little bit tricky, so you're going to want to have a plan in mind for the sprint. Now, there's a negative 8% grade right before this hill, so it is going to be smart and advantageous to start in the back right beforehand. As soon as that grade starts to go down into the negatives, hit the power and slingshot through the group and fly up that small little climb. Now, this climb peaks up at 8%. You're going to be getting very little bit of help by draft, so if you do have a gap, there's a good chance that you could win this race if you have a little bit of a split from the riders behind you. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for Rising Empire. I hope you enjoyed this recon, and the A's and B's, I'm now with you guys. I'm racing these races with you, and I am going to tell you, being on a B development team, I am sure it's going to take me like an hour, 20 minutes to finish this race, and I'm going to be in a lot of pain. I'm not looking forward to it. But as always, you will be able to see my race, if I'm racing, on the YouTube. Make sure you check it out and hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and it helped you in any way. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys next time. Stage 3 of round 2 of the Zwift Racing League. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first scratch race of the round, and we'll see you guys next time.